Good noon, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Dragonfall, I mean Shadowrun Dragonfall, and now we are on a run with a bunch of random people we don't really know, and they don't seem to be cooperating well. So can we make sure that the mission will be successful and we don't all die horribly or something? Probably not. Let's see. um. My streams are running though, because, well, I'm running, because I'm a shadow runner, yo. I'm running. So, wait, what's the difference between a politician and a shadow runner? Because, like, one runs for office and one runs for shadows. Is there a significant? Well, I guess shadow runners are honorable. That's difference, or at least some of them, many of them. And we are on the trial run. Alright. So here's our new crew. Get Jaina to utility room, or is it Jana? Because we are in Germany. Get team upstairs to disable penthouse security. Have James hide the cameras in the penthouse. So this guy has SMG, melee combat, biotech, foreign elf, James, throwing weapons, spell casting. Alright. Inspector Clouseau. Boutique food kiosk. The sign out front advertises a variety of locally sourced foodstuff, all of them terribly overpriced. Take a closer look at the food on offer. Glance in the self-serve refrigerated section of the kiosk. You find a variety of sandwiches wrapped in sleek plastic. You could eat for a week for the price of one of these things. Step away. Stressed suit. Mr. Suit? Well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. Heavy worry lines edge his forehead and his eyes are bloodshot. He looks like he hasn't slept in a month. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. If this is about building maintenance, take it somewhere else, someplace else. James's cheeks flush red. He takes a step forward. Watch it! You don't want to talk down to me like that. The orc bristles. Like a janitor, yes I do, because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing that uniform, you'd better watch the attitude. Um, Now, isn't there a floor that you could be cleaning or something? I got a lot of my mind worry about important things. I don't want to be bothered. Hey man, relax. I'm sure that it's all gonna work itself out. Charisma tree. It's like, I've heard of the ugly tree, but is there a charisma tree? With visible effort, he calms himself. Look, sorry, I'm not trying to be unpleasant. It's just that I have a huge presentation to give to the board in 20 minutes. I stayed up all night practicing it. Now I'm so tired I can't even remember my own name. That's rough. She shakes his head miserably. I'm gonna botch this, and the worst part, most of those bastards will assume that's because I'm an orc. They already make jokes behind my back. After this, it's gonna get a lot worse. That's tough, man. Best of luck. He scowls, continues to pace. Are we supposed to buy some coffee from outside for him or something? Aha. Nur für Mitarbeiter. Whatever that means. The guard steps forward, interposing himself between you and the terminal. Your security clearance doesn't authorize you to be in here. We're doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all major systems. Want us to take a look at your terminal? You know I can't do that. You don't have the appropriate clearance to touch the terminal, let alone service it. Besides, it's been running great since that other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised you don't have that in your records. You know how it is with us and management. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous. Story of my life. You are my sympathies. We'll be on our way then. Take it easy. Okay, I have to find a way to get him out of there without resorting to violence, hopefully. Let's see what do we have. I saw there's that room with some people, but do we have something else here? Okay, night errand. Was that electrical junction box? Is that where Jane is supposed to go? Or is this Taylor? Team the Toolman Taylor. And the saleswoman's expression brightens at your approach. Welcome to Dunkley's Fine Clothiers. Are you shopping for suit? A fashionable business suite, too difficult word, made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It would be a simple matter to slide it on under your baggy maintenance overalls. Let me see the suit. Oh, good style. A good choice and style and safety. You have a good eye. She takes your arm. Here, let me show you the dressing room. Ooh, armor 5, charisma +2. Too bad I'm poor as all hell. Jaina studies the junction box for a moment, then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was just standing next to the junction box, just like this one. Looks like they're both on the same circuit too. So I could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. She looks at the junction box again and nods. Yeah, I could feel a nice power spike into that. Feed a nice power spike into that one from here, if you wanted me to. What would that do? Make a loud bang and arc enough voltage into that hallway to knock out the gang of trolls. I'd rather you didn't. We'll find another way past the guard. Fine by me, just thought I'd offer. She's very violent for, supposedly not being even a Shadowrunner. Let's go outside to see the coffee shop. Like, we don't have much money or anything, but could we... Like, she has some drugs she was selling, but yeah, no money. I'm poor. I'm starting to hate the realism of this game. Horror team. Okay, give me a soy calf. You choke down a hot cup of bitter or low grade soy calf tastes like an unholy fusion of coffee grounds and bean curd. That was disgusting. How can you even sell this crap? Cut it on cheap and we sell it on the cheap. Folks on the street have acquired taste for it. Sorry if you didn't like it, but you get what you pay for. If you have more expensive taste, try more expensive drink. Okay, so that... I thought we could, buy it to bring it with us. Once again, my Kick chat is being monitored by AI mod. I didn't, install the mod, but it's good. Spam away. AI overlords taking over. I guess we've explored almost the whole area, so let's see. Can we do anything here? Tech vendor. The woman behind the counter smiles at you, her cheeks dimpling. Good afternoon and welcome to Augmentech, the boutique that makes a better you of you. Her voice is overflowing a forced cheerfulness. Idly you wonder how many times she has to give this exact speech every day. Tell me, how can I help you today? Might be in market for some cyberware. Then you come to the right place. She gestures at the terminal in front of you. Please feel free to browse our catalog. We have a huge stock of performance-enhancing augmentations to make you into the person you always dreamed you could be. Okay, let's have a look. Scanning, blah blah blah. You find the catalog. You find most augmented stock consists of overpriced cosmetics, cyberware, metabolic tweaks to help burn away cellulite, ruthenium polymer hair extensions, ultra expensive ionization treatments aimed at wealthy septuagenarians. Towards the back of the catalog, you'll find some more practical chrome, but nothing that a Shadowrunner would want. From designer replacement lamps to nephritic screens for alcoholics, Augmentech carries the very best fashionable implants for the ultra rich. The mental enhancement section is a little more promising, but you don't see anything you couldn't already find in the Kreutz Bazaar. You're about to turn away when an ad on the last page grabs your attention. The newest iteration of the Encephalon system, complete with integrated math SPU. The Encephalon Next, as it's called, is bleeding edge commercial grade tech. Non-complete agreements prevent it from being sold at most stores, but you've found the one that carries it. Hey, this headwear looks interesting. Mind if I take a look? She glanced at the item on screen. Looking for the new Encephalon, huh? Good choice. Our regional supervisor has one. And it is amazing. Totally worth the price. What's the price? It doesn't say on the screen. We're doing a special right now. Yours only for 250. Okay, still too rich for my blood. Thank you for browsing. If you need anything else, be right here. Yeah. Okay, how about this corporate woman? Well-groomed corporate couple stand in the corner, browsing should be browsing probably, racks of pamphlets about neural enhancement headwear. The woman's head turns at the sound of your approach. Upon seeing your uniform, her nose wrinkles. Hey, hello. Are we in your way? We wouldn't want to keep you from your work. Her spray-tanned husband chimes in. Right. The last thing we want is to come between you people and whatever it is that you do. Just browsing. Are you here to buy? Not for ourselves, but yes, we're here for our son. Our little Hans deserves the very best, and he'll need it if he's gonna compete with classmates at the academy. That means headwear from Augmentech. We may not be as rich as other parents, but this, at least, is something we can do. I'm surprised they sell cyberware for children. Don't kids, I don't know, outgrow it? Man says, yeah, he'll need another in a year, and every year after that, from now until college. But I suppose that's the price of success. Our son's classmates come from affluent families. Even the least successful of Hans's peers has a pediatric encephalon, and it ranges up from there. The academy grades on a curve. If we were to send Hans to school without any enhancements, we'd be setting him up for failure. What about kids that can't afford cybersurgery? Scholarship students, you mean? Scholarship students, you mean? He pauses, considering. Well, I suppose that someone has to be at the bottom of the pile. Yes, but that someone won't be our Hans. Sounds like Asian parents. It's an unfortunate situation, of course. He cocks his head apologetically. But then, that's the world we live in, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You wouldn't want Hans to wind up at the bottom of the heap like me. I should say not. You seem like a good man, and I don't mean to insult you, but you know how cutthroat it is out there. Hans will have every advantage, even if I have to mortgage the house to provide it for him. That's big of you. I should get back to work. Goodbye for now. Well, we don't have money to buy that stuff for them, so I guess the only option right now is to... let's see if we can tell this guy that he could buy the drug from the vendor outside. Probably not. No. See, I already feel very disadvantaged because I don't have the money to buy the basic equipment to to solve some puzzles. So no, not this one. I guess this is still a better option than attacking the guy in the security center. Okay, do it. Zap some guards. Key card. Utility grid hub. Wordlessly, Jaina pops an access panel at the base of the terminal and begins snipping wires. A few minutes later, she replaces the panel's cover and stands. Alright, that should do it. I bypassed the security lock on the elevator. We are good to head upstairs. That was quick. I know my way around electrical systems. My father used to own rental properties all over Munich, and I helped him maintain them. She smiles shyly. I've been rewiring buildings since I was a little girl. She reminds me of the psycho in the previous job. Touching. I don't know what this has to do with getting me to my meeting, but please, by all means, keep waltzing down memory lane. We'll wait. He's right, we're on a timetable here, let's go. The dwarf nod. Yes, of course, sorry. Yes, go here then. Residences of Evil. Alright, gonna need you to get me on this floor's access panel. That'll be room 303 on this floor. Combination is 14291. Make sure to write that down. Okay, let's write it down then. On actual paper. It's very expensive. I got it. Once I'm there, I can put the penthouse door in maintenance mode. That'll set its key combination to 11111. So we shouldn't have any trouble getting in to plant the cameras. We've been making halfway decent time. Not good, but not terrible, but I can't afford any more details. He cracks his knuckles. I hope now no one gets in our way, for their own sake. You aren't hurting anyone unless I order you to. You got that? The mage's lip curls in just near. Yeah, I heard you. If I weren't under instructions to follow your lead, this would be a very different conversation. Yeah, well you are, so shut up and deal with it. She shakes her head with disgust. God, I wish we didn't need to finish this job. Or didn't need you to finish the job. His lip curls in just near. Sadly for all of us, you do. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have words when this run is over. Mouse. A stream of caustic syllables pours out of the elf's mouth. His back is stooped under the weight of his back, but his hands have clenched into a fist. He rolls his eyes and points a bony finger at the elf. Look, and he's trying to speak. I want to get this over with, Dragonaut. I want to get away from these people and go home. That's the penthouse stuff, but we have to go to the 303. Can we like go loot these apartments? This trendily designed panel reads apartment 301. A sleek, high-grade keypad has been mounted into the door frame. Scan key or enter override. Okay, I guess we don't have the key code for these. Oh, that's the 303. What's this? Does it say or text Cyber deck and decking 4. Okay, so there would be some badass stuff. The text glows in the console's display, reads information, security personnel only. In place of a keypad, console sports a smooth Duroplast panel with data port in sensor. It would seem that building management doesn't want laymen tampering with this machine. Alright, I guess we cannot tamper with it. Okay, so use keypad. Code accepted. Welcome, homeowner. Let's go see if there's anything lootable here or anybody sleeping here or something. Okay, nothing in this apartment except this painting. I guess there's no panel or safe. Move with the painting inside, you find a large maintenance access panel. Jaina steps forward, slight frown on her face. Okay, I guess this is me. She pulls multi-tool from her belt, uses it to loosen the bolts and hold the panel in place. Pulling up the schematic on her PDA, she examines the terminal's wiring. Hurry it up, woman. The clock is ticking. Don't rush me, this is complicated. Popping the lid on her toolbox, she grabs a pair of wire clippers, soldering gun, and a roll of electrical tape. With a look of grim determination on her face, she begins to snip into the massive harness of cables that runs through the unit. Alright, she taps the elf on the knee. I'm gonna need that thing now. He nods, reaches his back to unsling his pack. Placing it on the floor, he opens it and pulls out a large blue canister. It takes all of his strength to wrestle it up from the ground and into the space and in the access panel that Jaina has cleared. There you go, you dumb ox. Do something useful for a change. The elf says nothing. Unburdened by a heavy pack, he stands up straight, and first time you appreciate how much larger he is than the corporate mage. He stares down James and his hands punch into fists. Stay cool, man, we're almost done. If the elf understands you, he shows no sign of it. He continues to stare James down and the mage continues to ignore him. Payload in place, Jaina goes back to work. It only takes a few minutes for her to screw wire and solder the canister into the harness. She inspects her work, nods, then turns to face you. She stands and brushes the hair out of her eyes. Alright, job's done. Job's done. Just need to do a bit of a cleanup and we can get out of here. That's it. She taps the screen on her PDA. According to this, yes, the penthouse security system should be inactive. Let's move them. To hell with the cleanup. We'll be done before anyone notices anything anyway. Just a second, what was the canister that you put into the terminal? She shrugs. Beats me, for all I know it could be full of pixie dust. They said I had to wire it into the wall at this junction, so I did. Our employers don't tell us much, do they? The maid sneers. You haven't been doing this for long, have you? The lodge doesn't tell you things that you don't need to know, and you don't ask. Your job is to do what they tell you. Take the money, keep your mouth shut about it afterwards. It's all very simple. The lodge? The mage's eyes widen incredulous. You don't even know who you're working for, do you? You're leading this team, and you don't have a clue. Jaina cuts in, her eyes wide. Zemba, his arms open. Both of you, shut up. Somebody's coming. Oh no. A tall, deeply tanned man rounds the corner at a jog and comes bustling into the room. You recognize him as the father that you spoke with the Augmentech kiosk. He stops short when he sees your team and a smile falls from his face. You, the guy from the cyberware kiosk, what the hell are you doing here? He advances on you, full of bluster and bravado. This is my apartment, I own it. You can just waltz in here and start pulling the walls apart without my consent. We're maintenance. Look at the uniforms. Yeah, I see that, but doesn't give you the right to force your way into my home and start tearing my walls. At the very least, you should have given me advance notice. James shoots at you an irritated glance. This is a waste of time. I'm already running late. If you don't take care of this idiot, I will. The elf barks something out at James. The sound is uncharacteristically ugly, all harsh consonants and sibilant hisses. Keep your mouth shut, James. I'll sort this out with our friend here. Bristles, talk this out. To hell with that. We have a job to do and he gets in the way. Deal with him and do it fast so we can get back on track. The homeowner looks shocked, but he recovers quickly. He takes a step towards James, his hands balled in the fist. All right, buddy, you asked for it. I want to know your employee number and I want to know it now. I'm a member of the homeowners association for this level, and you know what it means. I have a lot of pull with the building management. He thrusts an outstretched finger at James. Your days wearing that uniform are numbered, I promise you that. Calm down, sir. There must be a problem at dispatch. You should have received work order last week. I didn't receive a thing from dispatch or from anyone else for that matter. My wife and I are entertaining guests here in an hour and a half, and our living room is ruined. I need to know that you're going to fix this and that you'll clean the place up and that you'll need to pull a new coat of wax on the floors and I need... To hell with it. I don't have time for this. His hands twist into claws, he raises them high and instant later they are wreathed in unnatural purple glow. James, stand down. We do not need to kill this man. The glow intensifies into a scintillating torrent of light. The energy lances stabs out of James's hooked fingers as it were alive. The man in the doorway recoils in alarm and his palm slaps down on the plastic disc that has been clipped to his belt. Too late, you recognize the object. Panic button. The air fills the cacophonous wail of screaming alarms. James jerks back, his concentration broken. From down the hall you can distantly hear the sounds of heavy footsteps approaching at a run. Meanwhile the homeowner backpedals, trying to put a wall between himself and James. He's moving too slowly, much too slowly. Everybody stand down. Your words are met with incomprehensible speech in your peripheral vision. You catch a flurry of motion. Your Elvis companion is moving, making a beeline towards James. Jaina is hanging off of him, trying to slow him down, but he barely seems to notice. With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then reaches for his weapon. Stop, damn it! We need him alive to complete the run. With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then turns towards James. Step between the elf and James. I hate the bastard too, but Jaina's right, we need him. The elf comes up short, staring at you. He sweeps his vision from you to Jaina to James, then he exhales heavily and spits out a jumble of broken German. Kill us, innocents of... I will not stand for I, not slave, all, lodgemen bastards, I kill all. No. So wait, who are we supposed to kill now? So we have to attack the elf. Okay. I guess she should step away. Oh, AP -3. That's very nice. So, okay. punching isn't very effective, probably. Yes, let's acid him down. Ow. Right, the elf is healing. And we have knight errants here already. This is going so badly. I wonder what we could have done differently here. Okay, now we're doing good damage though. She has... Okay, good. Elf is down. Ooh, we are strong. No line of sight. Alright. Ow. Ouch. Useless. Nice. Oh no, there's more of them. Yes. Advance. So she can get grenaded. Oh, it's a captain. Nice. Good. Let's see. Ooh, very nice. This mage is so bad, like his hit chances are atrocious. Oh, he has healing. Well, maybe. Whatever. Good. AP minus, always good. Let's try this. Okay, well, we still have enemies. Guess I should reload. Of course, there's gonna be more. Ow. Ow. These are like magic circles that should be ley lines. They should boost his spells and stuff. Of course, he's gonna get his ass kicked when he's standing there, so. I just sent this guy as a human shield to distract. So they're not in range. Oh, okay. Oh, he attacked his friend? I guess he can heal himself. Good. Come on, man. Good. That's very nice. Okay, yeah, there. That guy's already. He took some AP there. Oh, nice. Right, he had a trauma kit. That's good. Ooh, very nice. Okay, can you hit him? Nope. Oh, but he died from the bleed damage. Okay, that's all the enemies killed. I wonder if there was a way to prevent the elf from going crazy. My mage wipes spatters of blood from his cheek with the back of his hand. He attacked me, our elf. Fucker tried to kill me. You're fine, he's dead. I'd say that you came out on top. His face flushes red. If you had been a better group leader, you wouldn't have let that happen. You'd have... For the love of God, shut up, just stop talking. We are both sick to death of you. You need me to... To finish the mission, yeah, that's true. But if you don't shut your shut that mouth of yours right now, you're gonna arrive at your meeting without a tongue. Without another word, the mage turns and stalks off in the direction of the penthouse. So, stays there, 1111. Yes. You place the first camera, it adheres to the ceiling with an audible click. James steps forward, his fingers bent, he whispers a long string of hushed syllables that seem to vibrate in your mind. For a moment, nothing seems to happen, then you blink, the camera is gone. Done. Get moving on to the next one. The second camera clicks onto the heating vent, the lens irises to adjust to the light. James repeats his previous performance and the camera fades from view. Ooh, medical supplies. Sure, let's take it. You place the last camera, James steps forward, then turns to stare you in the eye. When we get through with this run, I'm gonna tell my handler all about you. You won't work for the lodge again, not because you're an incompetent leader, but because I have pull and I don't like you very much. What do you have to say about that? This entire run is a test. I think that you're here to tempt me into losing my cool. This isn't gonna happen. That infuriating smirk returns to his face. Yeah, that's right. This is all about you. Just keep on believing that and see where it gets you. He whispers to the third camera and soon enough it fades from view. That's it, we're done. Let's go. How many guards do we still have to fight? Whoa, this way, this way. We still have to fight guards, apparently. He's so crappy. Okay, that's good. Better. Nice. Oh. Uh-huh. Ow. Let's attack the conjurer. Nice. The thing escaped. Not good. Damn it. If she's really just a civilian, she's murdered quite a few people already. Oh, punchy. Punchy man. Nice. Good armor broken. That's very nice. Ouch. All right. Still more enemies here. You know, these knight errant, they're supposed to be some sort of elite guards, but somehow doesn't seem like they're so good because I've killed so many of them with my really crappy squad. Oh, doing damage to his own guys. Let's heal. It's good. AP damage is good. Yeah, let's just bring him closer even though he's not in cover. More guys over there. Okay, good. Nice. This is, yeah, it's too far for the stun gun. Cover might be smart finally. Can she handle this guy? Yes. Nice. I hope these are the last enemies I have to fight in this mission. Okay. Yes, I took damage. Not much, but at least it's something. Can I use the stun gun? Can. First, yeah, let's go attack this guy. Ah. Fine, let's I was thinking, should I just reload? Nope. That guy's knocked out. Oh, he actually hit with his stupid balls. Twice. How can that be? Nice. Alright. Let's do it. Okay. We better get like a trillion karma out of this mission because there's so many murders. Mission accomplished, fucking finally. Call your handler and tell him that the job is done and be quick about it. I need to be on the next train out of here. For once, he and I are in agreement. I can't put this place behind me quickly enough. All I want to do is go home, hug my cat, forget that tonight ever happened. And the com that Look at You gave you. Punch Look at Yours code into your PDA. A few seconds later, you hear the telltale click of a successful connection. Yours voice pours out of your PDA speakers. Argonaut, the job is done, I trust? Yes, everything has been completed to your specifications. Very good. Now, if you please, give me a status update on the members of your team. The elf from the turned on us. We had to put him down, but Jane and James are both alive and well. He clucks his tongue softly. Interesting. That elf is dead as it was expected. He was dangerous and unreasonable person, disgruntled, you might say, after years of service in our employ. His betrayal of you was inevitable. Thankfully, with his death, we have gained valuable insight into your character. James' continued survival, on the other hand, was not expected. You are a very patient man, Argonaut. Dura smiles. This has been most informative. James' posture stiffens, but he says nothing. You can see a dawning awareness behind his eyes, though. Slowly the color begins to drain from his face. Now, let's see how adequately you completed the task that I said before you. Enter the following code into your PDA, if you please. 5256719. You type the code in as instructed, and your PDA screen cuts to static. A moment later, a familiar face image materializes on the screen. The penthouse room that you bugged, it appears to be a live feed from the cameras you planted. You're sure this room is secure? You've done this full sweep? Absolutely, sir. We've run multiple sweeps with a complete sensor package. We've brought in a mage to search for signs of astral tampering. It all checks out clean. You're completely safe in here. He lets out a heavy sigh. Thank God. Call downstairs. Let my wife and kid know that it's safe to come up. Will do, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you tonight? No, thank you. That will be all. You have a good... Suddenly the air in the room seems to ignite. There's a blinding flash and your PDA screen cuts to static. And that takes care of that. Please return to the Kreuzbazaar. The remainder of your post-run interview will conclude upon your arrival. Hang on, what the hell was that? He raises an eyebrow. What did it feel like? An explosion, of course. This run wasn't a surveillance operation, it was an assassination. It was both, and both acts were carried out to the letter. You should be pleased, Argonaut. The run was a resounding success. When you described the run to me, you left out the part where we planted a bomb. That's hell of an omission. Jenna covers her mouth with her hand, horrified expression on her face. Oh, God, I killed someone. The man is dead because of me. She killed quite a few people with her pistol already, so this shouldn't be. This seems like some ludonarrative dissonance. Because she's actually quite good with her pistol. I appreciated that. Unlike this guy, he was quite useless. At least he had the healing spell. From the sound of the explosion, I'd guess that you killed a fair number of someones. Ailshire and his bodyguard, at the very least, probably a good half dozen more. A morbid grin creases the mage's thin-lipped mouth. That makes you a mass murderer, Mouse. You're moving up in the world. A sob racks her chest. She begins to hyperventilate. I can never get away from this. It's gonna follow me the rest of my life. I killed people. I'm a fucking murderer. Say it louder, why don't you? I don't think they heard you in France. I haven't heard a response from you, Trugrunner. Shall I make the preparations for a post-run interview? Are you ready to continue your test? You're damn right we're gonna talk about this, Luca. I'll be on the next train home. Very good, I'll be waiting. I hope we get to kill this guy at some point. Like, do a few more wet works missions and then kill the guy. Your return trip to Kreutz Bazaar is a quiet one. The train from the Frankfurt Zoo is aimed to save for you. There's nothing to distract you from your thoughts. You're finished with the first part of your audition. Lucadur is waiting at Cafe Zezve to administer the second. Karma gained 2. That's fucking bullshit. It was the mission optional. Okay, it's just Lucadur. Unless we get more after talking to him. That's ridiculous. We got so many people. And yes, I do think, killing is still usually the hardest part. Oh, we got some level ups here. Okay, let's go talk to Luca first. My name is Luca. I live on the second floor. Dragonaut, welcome back, and my congratulations on a job well done. If you wanted Alisher dead, you could have just said so. I'd have taken the job either way. He nods thoughtfully. Good to know, but the purpose of this test is to gauge your adaptability. We need to know that you'll be willing to do what we tell you, regardless of your personal feelings on the matter, and we need to know that you'll roll with the punches if circumstances change mid-run. Many of your colleagues in the shadow community have overinflated egos. They let their personal feelings interfere with their work. My organization needs to know that you will see the tasks that we assign you through, no matter what. Say nothing. The true purpose of the run that you just went on was to test your willingness to adapt to change. You're still being tested, by the way. If you work for my organization, you may be asked to do things you find morally troubling. Sometimes it might even appear that we are lying to you. But you can take comfort in knowing that everything that we request of you is ultimately for the greater good. And what is this greater good? Define it for me. You can see the big picture. I can't either. I am, again, just a mouthpiece. The only ones who know my organization's ultimate ends are its ruling council, and they aren't in the practice of sharing information with their hirelings. But know that they are some of the most intelligent men on this planet. And they place a high priority on social order and stability. Those are good things by anyone's standards. So he stares you in the eye. What do you think of all of this? I don't like being kept in the dark, but if your pay is as good as if you pay as well as you say that you do, I can overlook it. After a brief pause, he nods, then reaches forward and places the great stick in your hands. Congratulations, you have passed your audition. Welcome to the payroll. So what happens now? Now we part ways. Don't worry, I'll call you when your services are needed. He taps a neatly trimmed fingernail against the earpiece on his comlink. When I contact you with a new task, the choice of whether to take it or leave it will be yours. If you take it, return here. I will pay you a fair sum for your services. If you leave it, well, there are some in my organization who will be quite unhappy. I can't promise you that I'll be able to accept every job that you offer me. Understandable, but I would strongly advise compliance whenever possible. There is always some margin of extenuating circumstances. We are nothing if not understanding, but abusing that margin would be unwise. Dura glances at his PDA, high-end model etched with platinum, and with that, I'm afraid that I must bid you good day. Go now, I'll be in touch. Okay. So we really only just got 2 karma out of it. That's so BS. At least now we have some money. But I guess I'm gonna save it because clearly you need some pocket change. Yeah, let's see what sort of stuff do we have here. Argonaut carries Cavalier frag grenades on enemy missions instead of fissured frag grenade, which does more damage. Carries Knight Errant flashbang grenades on each missions, does AP damage. And makes affected targets easier to hit. I guess the flashbang technically might be better. So Earth Attunement gain item bound, Earth Elemental bound, Fire Elemental. I guess fire sounds cooler. No, the opposite of cool. I guess premium medkit sounds cool. Augmented Cyber Eye. Its basic cyber eyes are upgraded to a deluxe model, accuracy increased by 3% for a total of 6. This trusty machine gun now pierces 1 point of armor. Maybe the eye. Sure. We used 2 like healing items. See if we can replace them. Hey, Chief, what's up? Have you ever heard of an organization called the Lodge? Think I've heard something about capital L Lodge? Yeah, there was some chatter on BBS that I used to hang out a few years ago. His brow furrows in concentration. It's a massive thing, I think, sort of bogeyman for conspiracy theorists. Sounds very David Lynchy. Interesting, do you know anything else? Not really, no. Conspiracy theories aren't really my thing. I prefer to keep my eyes on what's ahead of me. Besides, most of that stuff is bull anyway. On the whole, people are too disorganized and selfish to make a global conspiracy work. Why is it suddenly global? Conspiracy doesn't necessarily even imply it's global. Anyway, that's all I know, he shrugs. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Besides, with our whole dragon thing, we got enough on our plates already. Pet the dog. Does Paul know about the Lodge? You asked about another member of the team. If you have questions, ask your teammates. I'd recommend checking their mission computer. I know that Monica wrote dossiers on each of them. Got questions about the Kreutz Bazaar. I need to stock up on our next job. Okay. Whatever. Okay, he doesn't know about the lodge, or at least we can't ask him. Got nothing more to say, boss. Let's just get this run taken care of. You can hit me up again if you want to talk. Okay, so maybe nobody else knows about the lodge. Isn't the best of times. It's not the worst of times. My son woke up. Be right back. We are back. Let's see. So, how you doing, Glory? Golden as always, Dragonfall. No problems here. If I didn't know you any better, I'd think you were warming up to me. She studies your face for a moment before responding. I suppose you might say that. I don't talk to many people, Dragonfall. It just doesn't seem to be worth the effort. I don't really feel much anymore, not since she caresses the chrome on her forearm with a hand made of articulated steel. This, if that's true, why are you still talking to me? I suppose because you've shown an interest and because you haven't let me push you away. She locks eyes with you, her expression is blank. I don't want to mislead you, Droggerad. I still don't feel anything, not warmth or friendship or even trust. But I can appreciate the effort you're making. It's something new and it's worthy of exploring. Have you ever heard of an organization called the Lodge? She shrugs. I've heard of a lot of lodges. Shamanic lodges, nature lodges, hunting lodges. Can you be more specific? A secretive organization with a lot of pull, not big on telling the truth. Any of that sounds familiar. Uh, she pauses for a moment, considering. Finally, she shakes her head. Nothing is coming to me, sorry. Dietrich might be able to help. He's been in Berlin longer than any of us, and if this lodge does have shamanic connections, he'd be most likely to know. I'll ask him, thanks. Uh, are you ready to tell me about the chrome you're sporting? I'm getting that drug runner, but you'll have to give me some time. Answers will come when they come. Okay. Yeah. I didn't really want to talk about it right now, anyways. Let's see. Do we have any extra? Uh, no, we have to go. I guess we should go visit the dock. Wait. We posted some pay datas here earlier. Oh, farmer cleanup job. Okay, we got. Oh, we hadn't gotten the. Her Fox, an excellent job, Rockron. You're credit to your profession. I would not hesitate to hire again. Your fee will be transferred to your account immediately. So, payments from client, blah blah blah. So, okay. MK6 prototype extraction. Drogonaut, here you will find the complete transcripts of my conversation with Herschmidt, a potential client. As you will see, the details of the job are a bit more vague than I would like, but the payout is quite substantial. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, our client will be notified. I will make all necessary preparations for the run. One more thing, Herr Schmidt provided me with a device to assist you on the run. He calls it a little black box apparently. It can be used to compromise the power and security systems of the run site. If you opt to take the job, be sure to take it with you. Amso's image flickers, then winks away. A moment later, a glowing blue text field begins to scroll up on the bottom of the screen. Guest, greetings, Herr Amsel. I trust that this connection is secure. Naturally, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Call me Herr Schmidt. Very well, Herr Schmidt. You have some business with me? Indeed, I have a job for your team, a simple matter. Judging by what I have heard of your team, I imagine they will be suited for the task. Go on. The interest that I represent, I've learned that our AG Chemi Europa is working on a company-wide project. Something very secret, very new. Reliable sources inform me that they're keeping a working prototype of this new venture at the Berlin factory. I see, and your employers wish us to acquire the prototype for them naturally. What is this project? If you want my team to grab the prototype for you, they need to know what you're looking for. I'm not at liberty to say. I can tell you that the prototype has been branded MK6 or VI, whichever it is. I can also tell you that your team will find it on the 25th floor of the Berlin facility in the office of the Albrecht Haushofer. Further, I can assist your team in disabling building security and gaining access to the 21st floor from there. However, they will be on their own. Such vagueness can be dangerous, Herr Schmidt. I will not commit my team to a run without better understanding of what the job entails. Facing such dangers is the purpose of the Shadowrunner Amsel. Your team will be rewarded handsomely for their services. My employers have set aside 20,000 new yen for the job. Consider it hazard pay if you wish. Make it 25,000 new yen or look somewhere else. 22,500 new yen, final offer. Very well, I will pass your offer to my team. Are there any further details you can provide? Haushofer's office will be locked behind a vault door. The lock is old-fashioned of the mechanical variety. I will provide your team with a copy of the key. I will also supply you with a little black box, solid-state device for your team that your team can use to override a variety of building systems. The team will enter through the facility's underground garage. When your team has acquired the MK6, have them exit through the same garage. I will have a van there waiting to extract them. Thank you, Herr Schmidt. I will pass your offer to my team. Good day, Herr Amsa. This sounds intriguing. Run accept and client notification sent. Let's see Shadowland stuff. We got some money from here, not much. Okay, let's first go buy some stuff. Like some healing kits and stuff, and maybe we can buy new armor. That would be nice. We still haven't gone to the cyber clinic. This is our first time here. Trias Cyber Clinic. As you approach the elf, you notice that he is in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly and his voice comes out in a low, quiet tone. The glossy plastic shell of a high-grade comlink glints on his wrist. Listen in on his conversation. Doing your best to look uninterested, you lean in, slightly strain your ears. You find you can make out the doctor's end of the conversation. No. The price I'm quoting you is more than fair, well below market value, in fact. If you can't pay it, that's your problem. Yes, I know the price has gone up. This is a seller's market. Well then, we'll have to find the money or go without. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have a patient. He presses a button on his comlink and looks at you, $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about the wait, my friend. Welcome to the Trias Cyber Clinic. He extends his hand to you. I am Dr. Zabia Esgibel, and your name is? Argonaut. Pleasure. Pleased to meet you, Argonaut. What can I do for you today? Schematic auto-injector hybrid. Found this schematic. Do you think you can hook me up with this chrome? Very nice. The design appears to be simple enough. Yes, I should be able to provide you with this. It won't be cheap though. Okay, I need medical supplies. Pulmonary trauma kit. I guess one is enough. We're gonna find more, right? I guess we can check out his cyberware, even though probably won't be buying it. Yeah, because it would reduce my essence. So no, I'm gonna. I guess it's interesting to see what sort of stuff we have here. Because I presume the adept stuff also needs essence. So this is the auto injector. When triggered, accuracy increased by 6% and incoming damage increased by 3 for 3 rounds. So we take more damage, but we... Okay, it doesn't seem that exciting. Yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff here, if you're into that. But I'm not into fun. Let's go to the magic dude. Talismonger. No, oh, well, no, it's this place. It's not that. Same. Alice Absinthe. Dark things lie ahead of you, Drogonaut. You'll wade through a sea of corpses before this night is through, with something at your back that I cannot see. She fidgets in agitation. I can't look any longer, I'm sorry. That was an awfully strange way to open a conversation. Was it? Then I am sorry. I didn't mean to offend. She looks away. I merely comment on what I see. Looking to buy some magic. Yeah, let's talk to Algernon. Wait. Outfits. So adepts combat best. Yeah, +1 unarmed and willpower, I guess. Let's buy that. Is there still some chi casting stuff? No, we don't have enough casting. Okay, now we have better armor. That should help us. I guess let's... How about my chi casting? What's this? Counter strike. Maybe I should save the points so I can get counter strike. Sounds fun. Right, let's go on the mission. Let's see how long my son allows me to play into that mission until he gets bored, because he's sitting on my lap. Assembled team travel to AG Chemi Europa facility to extract the MK6 prototype. Decker is probably gonna be a good choice on this mission. I hire somebody? Like shaman pugilist sounds cool. But it costs money, so I don't really see the point. MK6, monolithic plastic sterile. The Berlin office of the AG Chemie Europa is all of these things and more. The worst qualities of modern corporate culture, all mixed into a toxic stew and sluiced into a single prefab office building. Thankfully, you shouldn't have to stay long. According to the intel that your client provided, this should be a simple smash and grab operation, and you'll be given the tools to carry it out with a minimum of fuss. The MK6 prototype, whatever it is waiting for you on the 25th floor. It's time to go and get it. And then it's like a tank or something, and can we carry that with us? Mm, So yeah, their outfits are locked. I guess this is all we need, and it's good to have an extra slot. Like maybe we will find something. You have karma to improve your character's attributes and skills. No, I don't want to open the screen. Satellite administrative complex after hours. You know, there's all sorts of places to go there, so of course I will go this way first. Shipping crates. These crates have been sealed. The only visible markings are Project Atlas. We got advanced medikits. Okay, good. After a few moments of sifting through cables, you find a diagnostic connector with the right input to fit the little black box that Herschmidt gave you. Plug in the little black box. Connector slips into the box with a satisfying click. A tiny red light set into the box's lid begins flashing. After a few seconds, it turns solid yellow, then finally shifts to green. At that instant, all the lights in the garage turn off. A few seconds later, the emergency lighting kicks in. If what Schmidt told you was true, uh, you just you just killed the main power for most of the building. In theory, the box also circumvented the security cameras on the building's upper floors. You should be able to intercept the camera feeds by tapping into an elevator console at the 24th floor. Handy little thing. Alright, team, let's go. Without warning, your comlink screen bursts into static. You hear a telltale series of clicks. Someone has established an audio connection with your comlink. A moment later, a deep, sonorous voice speaks into your ear. You recognize it instantly. Your lodge contact, Luke Dewar. Argonaut, do not speak, just listen. I have a proposition for you. I understand your team is currently en route to retrieve a package, MK6 prototype, if I'm not mistaken. My associates and I are interested in acquiring the MK6 for our own studies. We would like you to deliver the device to us. Once you've acquired the MK6, you will proceed back to the garage as planned. There you will find a transport parked beside your client's van. Load the MK6 into the transport, you will be rewarded. Herr Schmidt will also be dealt with to protect you from reprisal. To accept our offer, simply proceed as instructed and return the prototype to us. Please note that we need the MK6 in undamaged condition. If it is not in full working order, it is useless to us. As you know, our organization takes good care of its friends. It would be your advantage to help us. Good day. Already sort of regretting that I made the deal with this guy. A moment later, the sound of your teammates' calm chatter floods back into your ears. Say nothing. I wonder if they will pay me more. That's something I care about. Iger indicates a console built into the wall beside the elevator. This looks like the elevator console. The camera feeds should have been routed here. It only takes a moment to connect your PDA and immediately visual feeds from all over the building begin to flood in. Alright, now let's find a way upstairs. Oh, there's a restart level command. That's so old school. I love it. Dominant warning, toxic gas detected, laboratory lockdown engaged. Okay, so there's gas there. Oh, sign. Laboratory observation. So I guess these people are dead. Oh no, okay, we can't just look. Observation console. A warning light strobes out from the console at your approach. Large white letters shriek out against a red background. Warning, toxic contaminant detected. COC 12 or 1, 2, whatever. Phosgene gas. Hazardous material override engaged. Laboratory. Entrances locked down. Input command. We don't have biotech. Access substance library. Connection failed. Network access unavailable. Use direct terminal access in the data store. Purge laboratory air. Warning, this action will result in venting of contaminants exterior to atmosphere. Level 5 authorization required. Have your Decker forged a level 5 authorization. Authorization accepted, initiating purge of laboratory atmosphere. The distant whir of a powerful fan system fills the air. The papers and other loose objects within the lab begin to flutter and roll as powerful wind disturbs the rest. Atmosphere purged, no contaminants detected, disengaging lockdown. I guess we can disengage the lockdown later. Let's go see the rest of the area first. Or no, wait. This is level 24, right? So this isn't where we are. I think, yeah, maybe the lab is just, probably has some supplies like loot and maybe clues to something. So maybe I should go there first, because I don't think that Mark 6 is gonna be there. Disengage a lockdown, okay. And we got karma from it. Okay, that's good. Scientist lays dead beside a small pile of smashed glass, and a number of beakers have been knocked over at the nearby table. Computer is powered on, but in sleep mode. When the screen comes to life, you find a half-written text file on the screen. The timestamp on the most recent edit tells you that it was just written just a few minutes ago. I didn't sleep last night. Doesn't look like I'm going to sleep tonight either. Last batch test failed. My fault. Got the mixture wrong. Sloppy work, Jensen. I can barely keep my eyes open. Got to try again, though no excuses in this office. I despise relying on stimulants, but I got no choice. Got to keep going. Progress marches on. Starting a new batch. If Haushofer's pet isn't ready to be tested tomorrow, well, best not to think about that. Got to concentrate. Remember lab safety. Keep alert. Keep awake. One wrong move could spell disaster. Glancing at the menu, it looks like there are log entries reaching back 2 weeks. All of the entries are attributed to the same author, and none of them appear to be password protected. Okay, 2 weeks ago. New formula arrived today. Formula 17. I swear, whoever names these things must have no imagination at all. Formula 17. Honestly. Still, I can't wait to start working with it. From what I've read, early clinical trials were promising in the extreme. Amazingly potent this stuff, and increased potency means less frequent injections at a lower dosage. There's nothing not to like. Despite my enthusiasm, there's still much to be done. Speeding up absorption rates is first on the list, and I have some concerns regarding the subject's immune reactions. Perhaps the formula could be tailored on a patient by patient basis. Okay, last week, tailoring doses to individual patients has worked wonders. The key was taking a gene therapy based approach. They've been using it in medicine for ages, so why not apply the same logic here? So, in a nutshell, I've used the object's own DNA to delude their immune system into believing that Formula 17 belongs in their body. Simple and effective. This approach has helped us to increase the formula's absorption rate as well as significantly reducing incidences of rejection. Unfortunately, it also rules out an easily mass-produced products, but I am convinced that the results will justify the additional costs. Okay, yesterday's entry. A week? He waits an entire week before telling me that tailoring the mixture is an unacceptable solution, and then he tells me that the trials are to begin tomorrow. I have no time, and geese breaths applying so much pressure that I can barely think. Bastard. Haushofer's probably threatening him. All of them can rot. Maybe now that Haushofer's playing the heat the sheets with Giesberg's secretary, he'll learn to brighten up. We can only hope. Anyway, I have some new ideas to move forward with the formula. Admittedly, they're far-fetched. Possibly even dangerous, but if I don't start producing some results, I get the feeling that it won't be my problem for much longer. Wish me luck, journal. It's science times. Okay. Science time. Science time. You deserve to die for that comment, Mr. Reddit. Combat Steam. Okay, send it to my stashu. Send it to my stashu. The counter is a note carefully transcribed in neat handwriting. Paper bears the letter of Senior Executive Leonard Stromberg. I'm still waiting for that report. When I said ASAP, I meant I needed it yesterday. Stay until you've completed the tests and leave the report on my desk. Door code is 54139. I'm gonna write it down, even though I guess it's gonna go into our inventory. Do this tonight. I'll expect to see it waiting for me when I arrive tomorrow, Stromberg. Okay. Yes, I should save, because if something happens, and something stupid happens, then I don't have to go through all of that again. Let's see, can I? No, I can't buy this. How about? Yeah, I want to counter attack. Of course, more close combat might be nice too. Yeah, I guess I won't be spending money on like ranged weapons. Money, well, not money or karma. Data store records. Okay, sounds like a job for a decker. Welcome to the HEC Data Library Archive and Employee Record System. Enter search terms to begin. MK6. Executive level authorization required. Is it the code we got? Is that? I don't remember what code we got. Like, authorization accepted. Welcome, Herm Stromberg. MK6 prototype data start under Project Atlas heading. Redirecting inquiry Project Atlas. Volumes of information begin to flick across the stream. A good half of what you've seen has been redacted, and the rest is written in impossibly dense corpse speak. Access visual record. BB level authorization record. Do you wish to proceed? Yeah, sure. So we need another code. Why is my decker too crappy so he's not able to crack building maintenance? Something's gonna happen with the cameras eventually, isn't it? Send it to my stash. Come on. Sign. Junior Executive Warner Hardiger. Hardebar. Bar. On the bar are a number of bottles of alcohol, most of them look expensive. Grab a bottle for the road. Cheap booze, maybe we can do something with it. At first glance, this terminal appears unremarkable. Its password locked and cheerful screensaver marches across the display. Inspect the terminal. Upon closer inspection, you notice something. Interspersed among the colorful bouncing sprites of screensaver, there's a symbol you recognize, the dead drop marker of the Shockwellenreiter. As you study the display, the green light winks on above the terminal display, the recording light of a pinhole camera. Screensaver disappears and the screen floods with glowing screen text. Schockenweller Rider Contributor 1432 recognized. Welcome to Argonaut. Wait, how do they know my name? Secret projects. This is an open request for information about the projects and material prototypes being developed at this facility. It is known that a synthetic drug is being developed here in support of a project called Atlas. In addition, a functional prototype called MK6 has been developed. First contributor to provide us with the project data for Atlas, the chemical formula for the new drug, and visual records for the MK6 in operation will be handsomely rewarded. All three pieces of information are required for a payout. HE Chemi Europa is known to be a heartless corporation with little regard for metahuman safety or morality. They guard their secrets jealously and seek to hoard all information gained for themselves. This behavior cannot be allowed to go unpunished. What they know, all shall know. No longer will they hide their secrets in shadows. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information, Schockenweller Writer. Okay. So we can like choose to sell it to them as well instead of, or is it like an optional? Leonard Stromberg, Annika Schroeder, okay. Enter passcode. It's not the passcode with the other. Right. Oh, okay, it was. Search the desk. Stack of business cards on this desk reveals that it belongs to one Annika Schroeder. A cursory search reveals that the desk drawers are stuffed full of lewd love notes, hastily written on scraps of office stationery. Rummage through the notes. Exploring Annika's desk is like embarking on an odyssey of filth. 30 seconds in and you already learned 3 new euphemisms for sex in a storage closet, as well as exciting new definitions for a variety of common office terms. Thankfully, your search also turns up something of a more immediate value. Scrap of paper with a name and 5-digit code scribbled on it. Haushofer 84792. Okay, is that for the more info about MK6 in the machine thingy? Project Atlas folder. Okay, folder labeled Project Atlas. Open it. Folder is empty except for a single note. Move to digital archive locked under executive authorization. Okay, so yeah, we have to go there. Alright, let's go back. Here. No, it's not this place. This one. Check Atlas. 847. Yes, authorization accepted. Welcome, Haushofer. Volumes of information begin flit across the screen. A good half of what you're seeing has been redacted. Blah blah blah. Download the project data to your PDA for the Schockenwälder writer. Yeah, access visual record. VP level authorization required. Wait, this is not VP level authorization, or is it? Yes. Welcome to Haushofer. There are too many records here to sort through quickly. A quick scan reveals the following details. Recordings of laboratory experiments on metahumans, images of an extensive series of cyber surgeries being performed upon a large troll, recordings of that same troll carving his way through the opponents with a massive axe, a gun cam footage from what appears to be a vehicle-mounted chain gun. The weapon has been photographed tearing apart a variety of targets, both artificial and organic. Copy the visual records for the Schockenwälder writer. I don't know, can we look at the names of these people? Albrecht Haushofer, Senior VP Berlin Facility Cyberware R&D, born Seattle, UCAS, hiring date December 22, 2029, age 27, sex male, race human. Senior Haushofer has worked for HEC for 25 years. The son of Heinrich Haushofer, the former head of Berlin branch of HEC, spent time with HEC Security before making a move to executive branch, led several projects at the head of redacted branch. He is currently employed and one of the most influential employees of HEC and is currently leading Project Redacted. He has been labeled low risk by HEC Security despite sensitive nature of his knowledge. He is considered to be absolutely loyal. He is considered to be a non-expendable employee and holds top secret security clearance. What was the... I don't remember the secretary. Oops. See. There's something here still to be found. Oh, there's like a computer room with people inside. That's not good. security room. What was the name of? Should I check? Stromberg, Schroeder, Hardecker. Maybe I should check the names in case there's something relevant. Stromberg. Lennart Stromberg, Executive Berlin Facility Pharmaceutical R&D, born Hamburg, DU, hiring date April 7, 2020, 34, 52 male, human. Executive Stromberg was hired as a laboratory technician at the HEC Berlin campus with specialty in metahuman pharmaceuticals. He holds several advanced degrees, including PhDs in metahuman biology, chemistry. Shortly after completing his second doctorate, he was immediately assigned to Project Redacted. Upon successful completion of Project Redacted, he was promoted to laboratory supervisor and transferred to Berlin office. Here he successfully led the development of several Class A projects, receiving series of promotions. He currently holds an executive position in Berlin office overseeing Redacted. He has been labeled moderate high risk by HEC security due to the sensitive nature of his knowledge. He's considered non-expendable employee, holds top secret security clearance. Schroeder. Annika Schroeder, secretary to Stromberg, born Frankfurt, DUI, July 14, 2054, hiring date. Age 24, female, human. Employee Schroeder was hired as a secretary for the Berlin office. On the recommendation of Senior Vice President Haushofer, she was assigned to the Executive Stromberg and has remained assigned to him for the length of the employment at the AGC. Since being hired, she has maintained an acceptable above acceptance performance rating. Employee Stromberg's primary skill set is administrative secretarial. She has been labeled minimal risk by HEC security, has been considered a grade 1 expendable employee. She holds a secret security clearance. What was the last name? I forgot already. Was it this one? This is the Schockenwelle writers. Werner Hardecker. No. Hardecker. Is it like? It's 2 R's, right? Let's go check again. What kind of name is Hardecker, anyways? Hardecker. Werner Hardecker. Maybe it's not important enough to be mentioned here. Werner. Hardecker. It's like this, right? This. I guess he's just not in the database. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. Then I guess I should check out the security room, but have to kill those guys. How unfortunate. Let's see, I want the last Schockenwelle writer stuff. through those. Ow! You dare attack me? Let's see. Security mage. Conjurer. Why is the conjurer like coming all the way here? This guy. Can he shoot anybody there? No. Just shoot this guy. Cool. Ouch. Wait, it attacked the Inferno. I think it went wild. Yeah, now it's attacking everybody. Which isn't the worst occurrence in the history of the universe. Should I head... Security captain, yeah, let's go. Take his... or try to. Come on, man. Finally. Didn't do so well. Nice. Hey, don't attack my guys. Nice. Guess the captain. Yeah, captain can get it. Cast the defenses. Not good. Okay, let's go beat this guy up. Nice. Oh, can't see him. Unbalanced by nerve bolt. What does that mean? Nice. Okay, good. Can't see this guy. Oh. Oh, we still have the bunny bonus. Oh, nice. Security captain. Oops. Okay, good thing. Didn't close anything. My son touched the keyboard or the mouse. This touchpad. Here we got the gun. So wait, there's nothing else here? Just a gun? Is it really worth the lives of all these people? I guess it is. Well, I guess it's good they're not there to, attack me later. Yeah, access granted. Is there really nothing else on this floor? I guess the last info for Schockenbelochheit has to be in the other higher floor. The elevator whisks you upward towards the executive level 25 floor. As expected, the run has been relatively smooth sailing so far. A chime breaks the silence as the elevator glides to a stop. MK6 is somewhere on this floor. All you have to do is find it. The emergency lights wink out, leaving you in darkness. A moment later, building lights up. Lights flip on, cranked all the way to full illumination. The light is uncomfortably bright. Quick check on your comlink shows that your security feed has been terminated. Instead of command view of 24th floor, you find yourself staring at a blank screen. Well, that can be good. It can be, but for whom? But yeah, now I feel less sympathy for our employer, Mr. Schmidt. Because this isn't what was supposed to happen, right? The door slides open with pneumatic hiss. An enormous figure fills your vision and stands motionless by a console in the corner of the room. Almost every inch of the thing is covered in dull steel and gleaming chrome. Its mechanical arms and articulated hands that wouldn't look out of place in an industrial machine. Bulky, cumbersome things designed for crushing power than finesse. Clutched in one of those crushing hands, a chain gun glints with sinister purpose. Jesus, look at that. Be cool. Dietrich, this isn't moving. I think it's I don't know, stand by or something. Lights are on. Nobody's home. The figure stands completely still, but its eyeless head fidgets in agitation. Something about it reminds you of a snake tasting the air. Off to one side, the screen of a control console glows cheerfully in the gloom. Okay. Where can we get the drug formula? I have to press this. MK6 Cyberzombie prototype control console. Cyberzombie, that's very subtle. Activate the console. This MK6 prototype is the exclusive property at AG Chemi Europa. Unauthorized access prohibited. Put the prototype in the demonstration mode. You may activate its systems from the following menu. Alternatively, the system can be directly piloted via remote control rig. Press any key to continue. Bleach's eyes go wide. Chief, did you just read that? I am going to drive the hell out of this thing. Hold your horses, please. We don't know enough about it yet. Yeah, fine. Read up. But after you're done, I'm gonna do my thing. I mean, how many riggers can you say that piloted a troll? We'll talk about this later. For now, let's get out of my hair. Steps back, allowing you to return your attention to the control console. Input command. Ooh, we can. So we can examine the augmentations because we have biotech. Most of the cyberware mounted in the cyberzombies body is very high grade, but otherwise relatively standard. Its arms were clearly designed for industrial use. They bear the stamp of BUT Heavy Industries, but an industrial machinery manufacturer not typically associated with cyberware design. By far the most interesting aspect of the Cyberzombies design is its control system. It appears to be a standard drone controller rig, but the number of extra components connected directly to the creature's brainstem. Living troll that serves as the chassis for all this chrome has been outfitted with an inhibitor chip of some kind. From what you can tell, the purpose of this chip is to intercept and arrest any voluntary neural impulses sent out of the troll's brain. Autonomous functions such as respiration are allowed to continue unimpeded. The implications of this are as disturbing as they are obvious. The troll that this experiment was built around is still conscious, the prisoner in his own body locked in a cage of meat and chrome. The good news is that it should be possible to disable the inhibitor chip. Unfortunately, you need to find some time to do the job. You guys have to go soon. So, access the system's README file. MK6 prototype demonstration model is MK6 prototype incorporates top-of-the-line cyberware from all AG Chemi Europa subsidiaries, including Zeiss Dead Site Laser Designator, BUT Heavy Industries, Powerlift Industrial Cyberarms, and the brand new Zeiss Essential Cyberskull. By necessary competitors' products have been incorporated into the platform Ares Dermal Plating, Universal Omnitech Move-by-Wire, etc. These systems should be considered placeholders for this proof-of-concept prototype. Biological component of the MK6 was selected for size and durability by General Genetics Worldwide. All autonomous functions necessary to maintain the biological component are original to the component itself and should self-regulate within operational limits. As a proof of concept demonstration model, the MK6 was designed for remote operation. A Zeiss eye-in-the-sky drone control system has been incorporated in the MK6's Cyberskull. Comlink control is also possible for casual control, but for product demonstration purposes, use of the drone control system is advised. Armaments: the MK6 prototype comes equipped with an Ares Vanquisher vehicular rotary cannon to demonstrate MK6's actuated strength and recoil suppressing capabilities. The model is also equipped with Global Polymers monofilament axe. For demonstration purposes, this weapon has been designed with a heft well beyond the lifting capacity of unaugmented metahuman. The MK6, of course, can swing it with ease. Long-term goals demonstrating the MK6 combat capabilities. It is this office hope that AG Chemi Europa's newly developed Formula 17 Cybermantic reagent will prove its value to the board of directors, both as an astonishing technical achievement and as a lucrative new revenue stream for the company. Albrecht household for a senior VP Berlin facility. Ah, so it wasn't just a robot; it was the guys writing whatever. Well, it's still the computer. Let Blitz rig into the Cyberzombie. Blitz shifts uncertainly as he patches the Cyberzombie in his drone control network. But this strange, Chief. Cyberzombie's massive hands flex twice and it takes half a step forward. His mouth twists into a wide grin. But I think I could get used to it. Input command. Activate Cyberzombie step away. You hit the activation control and Cyberzombie lurches to life. It takes a step forward. You can hear whir of actuators calibrating to adjust to its weight. A few seconds later, the whirring sound dies down. It relaxes into a slight crouch. I got it, Chief. The MK6 is under my control, but it's strange. The thing's reactions feel off somehow. It's almost like there's something else in here with me. We can talk about it later. For now, we should concentrate on getting out of here. Activation complete. Following project protocol instead waiting further whatever. Yeah, I guess I have to end the stream here with the cliffhanger. Yes. But yeah. Okay. So I'm Adventure Argonaut. Thank you for watching and bye bye. I have to go take care of my own cyber zombie.